As much as we all like to rip on men, this is time to take some accountability.
Supermodels.
That would make them a
So
10,
is 10 like supermodel status? You have to give us more context.
10 is like it depends where you live, I guess, but 10 is like you never see someone this beautiful almost ever in person.
That, and she's universally accepted worldwide like US currency. It's got to be a consensus.
I think I'm
like that
I'm
would
like
be a 10, right?
I think I'm beautiful, but I think I'm like an average amount of beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why even saying like how I'm a 7 doesn't mean I'm not confident. I'm actually pretty sure of myself, and I don't have a lot of problem when it comes to dating per se, as like getting a specific kind of guy.
What if we use this? Here's one of my viewers proposed a chart. 10, absolutely stunning. 9, gorgeous. 8, beautiful. 7, pretty. 6, above average. 5, average. 4, below average. 3, frumpy. 2, unattractive. 1, but ugly.
Now that's a good tier list. When you look at the scale and you consider all the girls that come on the show, that 5 to 6 range is a good slot to put them in. Average to above average. Nothing wrong with that.
Honestly, I'd say I'm gorgeous. I think I'm gorgeous.
I think I'm really pretty. Yeah, I think I'm pretty.
I think I'd say 9.
Right, you
I'm
could
pretty.
be like the hottest. I'm pretty.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is kind of drastic. Like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm the most beautiful girl you've ever seen, and that I like am above the average person. Like, damn.
But so if the average person is 5 and you say you're a 10,
if an average like good looking person is a 5,
average
that would change my answer.
Average, okay looking, like it doesn't hurt you to look at them.
Yeah, 5 would be average.
Ava, that was great how you said that.
Yeah, 5 would be average. Like I would say a 9 or 10. Heads are turning on a swivel as they walk down the street.
Okay, but that depends where you are. If I walk in Mexico, my bitches' heads are turning.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Wait, you're saying if you live in Mexico,
If I go on a walk in Mexico,
have you been on a walk in Mexico?
I have twice this summer. I went to Mexico twice. Just this summer. But like heads are gonna be turning because I'm a little white blonde American girl.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. So
that's what happens.
I mean, we could
depends where you
All
are.
right, let's say State Street. You're walking on.
But that's also like cultural shock.
I know exactly.
Like, what's this white girl doing over here? Like, you know.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to rob you.
Oh yeah.
I think it depends where you are too. I think that I'm more beautiful, considered more beautiful here than I was in Oregon. And I think that I would be considered more beautiful in Peru than I would be
That's
here.
what I'm saying. It's
The girls in Scottsdale and Arizona.
But hold on. It's so a woman who's like, say, a 10 in one location, you can put her in another location. She's still going to be appraised as really attractive.
That's why I think it's hard to like find the exact number. Can we get like a 2 number?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Can we
I
skip
agree.
this topic?
So,
Actually,
hold on.
I know I'm kind of
So
bored of
I-
this.
Going back to the
Just some
question.
shout outs
right now.
Going back to the question that I was asking, though, if you have hundreds of thousands of men, it's true that one guy's going to rate you a 10 and one guy's going to rate you a 1 and some are going to rate you 3, some are going to rate you 7. But we're talking about average here. So what do you think the average rating would be? Starting with you.
I don't know.
Can you tilt your mic? Wait, you got to answer the question before you get
Out of 1,000 people, that thing.
I don't know because I'm stuck on something else.
Tilt. No, other way. Tilt.
I don't know, Skip, because I'm stuck on something else.
You got to answer.
I don't know,
You can
but
say 10.
my argument
You can say
is
10 if
that
you
I
want.
feel like in hotter climates in the U.S., the women are hotter because like you're wearing less clothes, you're more fit, you're working out,
Okay,
and like
cool.
you
It's a
go
hotter
to
climate.
yeah, I know, and then you go to like New York City, and then you see like not so
It's
beautiful
hot in
women
the
because it's like
summertime in New York
cold.
City.
I don't know what she's talking about. Word on the street, New York got some of the flyest girls.
my
Brutal in the
say-
summer in New York City.
Okay.
So do you want? You got to answer the question.
I just did over and out. Thank you.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, 100 or
1,000 men. What's the
100,000
average?
men. And what do you think?
100,000?
Sure.
10.
It could be 1 million. What do you think they would rate you?
Like the average?
Yeah, the average.
Because I don't know.
Okay, some guy would rate you a 10, someone would rate you a 1. If you add all the numbers,
8.6.
love it.
7.
7.
6, 7.
Okay. Go ahead.
That was such a good funny. That was really bad.
It really wasn't that funny.
Shout out Cayman and Ernie for that joke.
You?
They said that
He's no fun.
I just went.
Oh,
They were talking. It was probably hard for me.
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I said a 7.
Okay, what about you?
I still think a 7.
Go ahead.
4.
6.
Okay, cool.
The first 4 girls would be in for a rude awakening. Consensus would have you closer to a 5.
Rock and roll.
What about you?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
like
what would
1,000 girls.
Women rate me
Average.
4, 5. Yeah. Okay, here, let's just jump to the wage gap then, because you also mentioned that. Yeah, there's no wage gap.
I agree with that too.
Well, how come there are CEOs who get paid more than women CEOs? And it's a factual thing. I mean, you can Google this. That men do get paid more in certain fields that women also are in.
Well, who brought up the actor from who? was
I
that?
did.
Oh, you did.
Emma Rossum. She actually did quit Shameless because they were not paying her the money. Same with the Scream woman, the lady who plays
Can
Scream.
I ask you a question? Do you think the extra on the set of a Brad Pitt movie should be paid the same as Brad Pitt?
An extra that's
Yeah.
different than a main character.
Okay, how about should a brand new actor who's
She's not
also
brand
a main
new.
hold on, just
Okay, go ahead.
you can give your specifics after. Brand new main character co-starring with Brad Pitt. Do you think that person should be paid the same as Brad Pitt?
No,
Why?
because she's an upcoming actress. It'd be like somebody with years of experience should not be getting paid the same amount of money as someone who's just came into the field. That's
Okay,
in
so
every
now that we have
occupation.
that established, give me the specifics of this female actress in your show.
So Emma Rossum is a very known, well actress. She played in numerous things. I don't even know the guy who played Frank. I don't know his name.
Is he the main
he's
guy? The
yeah,
older
he's
guy?
the father. Yes.
I've seen like one episode of the show.
And
What's it called again? Shameless?
Shameless.
I love that show.
Emma Rossum plays the Fiona, the bigger sister. However,
Main character.
yeah,
Wait, hold
a
on.
main character.
Shameless?
Yes.
What's his name?
I don't know the guy who plays Frank. That's
William
why.
H. Macy? Is
Yeah,
that him?
apparently he's a really big actor. I mean, I don't only know him in
Okay, he's
Shameless.
75. And then Emma Rossum,
Yes.
who's 38.
Yes.
Okay, and this show's been going on for a long time.
A long time, and she wasn't in the last, I think, season or two.
Wait, so hold on. You're comparing a guy who's been in Hollywood for like decades, and you're surprised that because of his seniority, he's being paid more for.
No, not necessarily.
But you are. And in your own words, you said the more experienced actor should be getting paid more. So I don't see your gripe here.
She also is well known in a lot of other movies,
She doesn't have.
and she removed her clothes on TV.
Okay.
So?
Yeah.
So, well,
So?
they typically pay you more money.
They're
Okay,
supposed to pay you
sure.
more money. Like I'm not about
Yeah,
to get
not more
naked.
money than like the guy who's been in Hollywood for decades upon
But
decades.
what I'm okay. Well,
Wait, hold on. How long has this show been going on?
like 12, 13 years. Okay.
Wait, okay, it started 2011.
And ended in. I
So
don't know.
she's 38. So she would have been like 22, 23, 24. I'm
Mind you,
sorry.
she
That's
played-
really young and that's very young in Hollywood. It's not surprising to me that the main character of the series was paid more than his super much younger female co-star.
They were all.
I've seen the show a couple times. And from what I've seen, the main character is the old dude. Without him, there is no show. Just my opinion.
all
It
like
does make
she was also a main character is what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
she's not
so?
like an upcoming new actress.
He's trying to make the point that she's still not as experienced.
She's not as senior as he is.
Yeah.
I don't even.
It's like seniority. Of course, you're going to get paid more if you have more qualifications, more experience. All those things are going to equate to more pay. And
He has William Macy has two-time Emmy Awards, 4-time Screen Actors Guild Award. I don't know if this is from before
I think
the
this
show.
is not a great example.
Here we have a chat.
No, I think they're talking about
How
the fire.
stupid to still believe in the pay gap. Do some research, not just TikTok. If you own a business and can pay equally qualified women less, you would only hire women. All men would be fired.
yeah,
That's a very good point that a lot of women tend to gloss over. Why would companies hire men if they can get away with hiring women for cheaper. Make it make sense.
I heard
It's a good argument.
Yeah, and I watched Candace Owens a lot, and she made like such a great point that just a lot of the jobs that men do are just naturally higher paying too, especially because they're a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more intense, like firefighters.
Well, I get
We're not talking about job per job.
I'm
We're
not talking about.
I know, but that's why the
same
average.
job.
But that's why the average
But
is
it should
different.
be
Yeah,
based
That's-
on.
Yeah, we're not talking about
It should be based on.
I
But
know.
that's, that is the wage gap. So
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mean the average wage gap.
No, but the wage gap is they say women earn 79 cents to the dollar a man makes. That stat that they were always, whatever it's 83 cents. 80
I
cents.
apologize
Hold
for
on. The wage gap there is what they're doing is they're comparing all the money that men make, all the women that money make, just doing a like for like comparison. It's completely, anybody who does statistics knows this is like actually like, you can't do an analysis like that and say sexism. You have to start controlling for, okay, do men work more than women? Do men work different jobs than women? Are men more likely to relocate? Are men more likely to work dangerous jobs? Are men more likely to work overtime? All these sorts of different things. What kind of fields do men go in? What kind of things do men study? These sorts of things start to factor in, and if you do the controlled wage gap, it shrinks to 1 cent. 1 cent. Account for all these variables. Women earn 1 cent less than men.
Women need to do more research on this topic. You got to look at all the variables. It's lazy to come out with a conclusion that men get paid more just because they're men. That doesn't make any sense. Dig a little deeper and you'll find the truth.
Yep.
Well, that's great.
Yep. I mean, even think about in the military, like when men do more of like, I don't know why I can't think, like when they're like the ones who shoot, I can't think of the infantry. Yeah, infantry.
Combat, yeah.
They have higher pay because it's a more dangerous and hostile jobs.
And I get it should be that way. And I was talking about more so like the payment in the same career field. It is
Sure,
true.
but so first off, back in the 60s, a law was passed. If you're a woman and you can prove that your coworker is being paid more because they're a man, you can file a lawsuit and make a bunch of money. So there's a law protecting women for that. In addition, we really just don't see it. We don't see it. Also, to his point, the person who sent in the TTS, if it was the case that you could genuinely, and corporations there's not like this idea in a corporation where, we're just going to be really sexist for the sake of sexism. And we're just going to ignore the fact if women are just as good as men, they work just as hard. Let's just go ahead and just keep hiring men, and it's going to cost our company more. We're going to be less competitive in the capitalist system. We live in a capitalist system. If you could get away with hiring women and saving 70% on your payroll, corporations, trust me, would not hire men. They would only hire women. It's just not true.
Yep. You ain't lying. I mean, even with tattooing, like when I first started tattooing, it was like $30 a tattoo, just to do flashes and stuff. But now, like on average, I probably have 500 or more per client, but just as I've gained experience and stuff like that. And there's male tattoo artists who don't make as much as me, and there's also some that make more than me, and vice versa.
I'm talking
It's
about
just
more in like
experience.
corporate world where it's not really like controlled by like the like you are.
Yeah, but I mean,
an entrepreneur of
still,
your own
even in
business,
corporate
like,
world,
you
it's the same
choose
thing.
that.
It's the concept of experience, qualifications, like where your level is.
That's how it should be,
Yeah.
but it's not a lot. Like my mom was in a lawsuit like 4 years ago because
It's kind of like
she was in charge of.
It's like the concept of not all. I mean, there's always going to be like one or two instances.
Did she win the lawsuit?
She did, and she won under $20,000, and she was making over $400,000 a year. So it didn't exactly go in her favor, but that's what
So, well, she did get.
That doesn't sound like a W at all. You lost your $400K job for 20 bands? Sounds like a bad trade.
The payment, but
it was under $20,000. There was also sexual assault involved in the lawsuit.
Oh, well, Okay, hold on. Now you're smuggling
And
in
it was.
this other thing.
I'm not smuggling in it.
No, but if we're having a conversation about the
it's same
wage
company
gap,
that
no,
was
but
doing
when you bring a
multiple
lawsuit and it's, well, these people were underpaid.
Well,
but
there was a
ATW
lawsuit, and then there was the.
Yeah, sexual harassment is different, though.
Yeah.
That's
So,
wrong.
yeah,
That's bad.
In total. They're separate things. Sorry, I was just
Right,
throwing
they're
that.
separate.
I'm saying that she didn't make a lot of money off of that. So like your argument that like you can make a crazy amount of money if you get paid less, that's like not always true. Like even with the sexual assault, like you were saying that you can like if you file a lawsuit because of that law, if you're getting paid less.
No, if you can
then
prove that there's sexual discrimination in your company and you are being discriminated against, paid less.
And it doesn't always go that
Well,
way.
I actually.
I'm sorry, but I don't think she knows the full facts of the case. She's conflating things, lumping things in. She has this need to be right. I don't think she's arguing in good faith.
That's what I call a chain reaction.
Manifest my own destiny. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. The perfect recipe. May they remember me. My words will live on. I'm guided by an energy, a flame. Hold it close to you. Check out my melodies. Is it the media that's been leading you? I'll show you a thing. Misdirection, what's the message? They don't want you to win.
As much as we all like to rip on men, this is time to take some accountability.